Money watcher Larry Glazer, who says, this is not a list you want to be known for, but it's the list that is. What do you make of it, Larry?
You know, Neil, a well-crafted, well-thought-out corporate tax policy would bring in the maximum amount of revenue while encouraging and incentivizing job growth and economic growth. And the current policy does neither. It's a lose-lose for the American people, not just for corporate America, Neil, because that money stays overseas. It doesn't come back here. We've given companies every incentive to stash the cash overseas and no incentive to bring the money back. So what they do is they hire overseas, they invest overseas, they build plants overseas. Neil, this is a wake-up call, but it's also an opportunity for us to get off the ideology, get together and come up with a practical solution, bring the money back so we can generate some revenue, bring down the debt, and generate some jobs in this country. That's what we need to do, not stick a high corporate tax policy that no one even follows.
We should explain to people, Larry, as you're speaking, look at this rate. They're saying, I thought our top rate was 35%. Indeed, it is. Our top federal rate is 35%. But they are combining here, state rates and the average of those with the federal rate. If you took those out, we'd have the highest. If you added them in, we'd have the highest. No matter how you slice it, Larry, we have the highest. And you argue that is inhibiting growth. How so?
No question. Well, certainly, as you so eloquently pointed out, if you look to our neighbors where you're seeing pro-growth policies, lower tax rates, but they're capturing more of that revenue. Neil, just to give you an example, look at a company like Cisco Systems. Last year laid off 6,500 people. They're in technology, which is the growth engine for our economy. And again, $46 billion of their money sitting overseas. What do? They buy a company about a week ago overseas in the UK. That's where they're investing because that's where their money is. We need to get that money back here. Apple Computer, everybody loves Apple. Their money's overseas. It's piling up overseas. We're not capturing that revenue. So it's hypocritical to set a high tax rate if the companies are not actually paying it. They're not bringing that money back. And Neil, one more point. For those that don't think companies are paying their fair share, this is a bonus for the American people. If that money comes back, those hundreds of billions of dollars will capture some of that revenue, but it also strengthens the dollar, Neil. And when that money comes back, it strengthens the dollar. It reduces our fuel costs. It reduces our food costs. There is a benefit. It's private stimulus for Main Street America. We need to get all we can and get off the public stimulus.
All right, well put. Larry, thank you very much.